Blarla. Today's episode is sponsored by Isabel Black. Here's to you for betting on the good stuff. The brewers do 12 workers. Do you know what? Should we build more? Should we build more? I wonder if we could get those filled. Because they're filled. Docks filled. 15%. Maybe we'll put down some more work camps. We can always switch them off later, can't we? We need to get military going, actually. That's a thing. We could get archers going quite easily with a recruiter. Because I'm thinking out here, out in this bit, could be a good place to build the army. And it's quite expensive, so if we put down our first fort there, start getting the army going. Oh, some of that. Do we? Thing is, there's absolutely no floods at all. 6% fertile. We're not going to be getting much off this. How are we supposed to? I guess that's why it's more preferable to use the meadow on this map, because these just never flood at all. So we're going to get one good yield and then it's done. So we'll probably fill this up with barley and see if on constant low yields, if we can get a decent amount for the year, you know. We've certainly got people to work the fields. That's for sure. And we don't have any beer to sell just yet. But hopefully that will start to level off a little bit, start to calm down. You know, we might start getting a bit stable. And we have had one request for limestone, which we filled without any troubles. We've got masses of food, absolutely masses of the stuff. And now we should start earning gold. Right? We've started on our army. And I think before I start spending money on the obelisk, getting the granite for that, I think I would like to get a weaponsmith going and importing some copper, because it sounds like we might get some aggressive armies. So I think I would like to start investing the money that we're currently making into the army to make sure that we just can't be trounced, effectively, you know. Make us secure. And also be able to afford all these festivals, because that's also quite nuts. So for the moment, we are just going to let things move along and see how we do. We want stability for the moment, and we're at 10% unemployment, so that's a bit of an issue, quite honestly. So we could see about getting more of these fields in, so we can try. Oh, look at that! We're going to have to give them the beer. Well, that's less than stellar. That is less than stellar. Can we import barley? No. So it might be that we'll have to also grow barley on this meadow, because we've got plenty of food. But it might be that we'd be able to get a better supply of barley from over here. But then we'd have to go clear across the city with those goods. It just would be good to see this calm down, you know. Exports earned wasn't too much, but we got, look how much gold we're mining, which is pretty good. That's covering wages, but construction's still nuts. But the gold that we're mining would cover wages and the festivals and give us some surplus. That is good to know. And then exports, so we're not relying too heavily on exports, but it's good to know that it's there, because I mean we also have these have these, but I don't think... I think I'd have to set up a settlement here to grab those. Like we would need a settlement over here. And meadows, you can't put water sources. It does need to be grass. So I don't really know how we would reach the gold on this side. I think we would only, if we wanted to get the gold, be able to do... We could get 4, I think, around there. So be able to double what we're currently getting with a settlement up there. Which, maybe before we start doing the army thing, because we're starting to get some archers, maybe before we go nuts with the army thing, maybe that's what we do. Maybe we get a small settlement out here just to get the gold. Because it would double our income. That would make us pretty secure, I think. We've got 11% unemployment, though, which is quite high. It's quite high. See, these are all looking good, but this will be the last time that they ever look that good. Deliver that. So that's good. We are dealing with the orders when they come in quite nicely. 7%. Unemployment. Okay. What about another granary? It's too close to the houses, isn't it? Maybe we could get granary over here. That probably wouldn't be a terrible thing. What if we set it back a bit? That. So they have less distance to travel. That's what I mean. The hunting lodges, right, are really prolific, and there is so much meat here. So food really wasn't going to be a problem. Patar. Yeah, so we've not managed to get it all off, but it doesn't matter because they're not flooding, right? They just dry out. And they're never going to produce like that again. 5%, 6%. That's it, you know. And then we'll start to get what our average will be, and we can decide about maybe doing some barley over here. But I think we'll just cope with what we've got and concentrate on doubling the gold mining instead, and not worry so much about the beer. And knowing the orders come in for beer, it could be, actually, that we sell... Oh, look at that. Export when we are... Oh, we're exporting the barley? That's not... I didn't want to do that. Oh, I've exported the wrong one. Oh, that's terrible. We'll export when we're over maybe 600. So that we can deal with some of the requests coming in. Oh, that's terrible. We must have sold a load of our barley, and I really didn't mean to do that. Oh, no. You'll just watch me do that as well, and you're probably like, B, no! Well, we are not currently training any recruits, as we have no requests from city forts or towers for any new men. They don't normally need roads. Is it because it's on the wrong side, do you think? That the recruiter needs to be on the same landmass? It won't go across here. So if... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Right. So, if this tells us anything, it tells us that maybe good. So we'll just deal with this fire. There. Now, the recruiter, if I maybe did the recruiter here, we can train new archers quickly enough. Yeah, I think it just needs to be on the same landmass. Brilliant. Okay. Okay. Fine. Well, maybe we could get the weaponsmith over here. Because we would need to import the copper. Could we put the weaponsmith? Could we do this on this side? I don't know. Military Academy. Train recruits before they join. What? This is new. Military train recruits before they join the force. Oh, look, we're actually short of workers. Because this is all devolved. And it's because of all the nonsense that I've done around it, right? It will be. Okay, we need to look into that. They're not getting supply of food. But I'm sure the food's... Oh, no, the food's not coming in. Accept all. Why is food not... Why have we not got food? Over here. They're not going across there. Oh. Okay, so cutting off this corner, I think, caused a few problems with water supplies, with her being able to come and get food. Right, okay. Right, so that will start building up again. When new soldiers finish their basic training at the recruiter, they seek to improve in quality and capability at this academy, but cannot until it receives its full quota of staff. Oh. Which it doesn't yet have. We're a couple short. Interesting. Copper. We haven't actually sells it. Land trade. It's really expensive, but we'll do it. Get gems from there as well. Okay. Probably could do with a new dock over here, couldn't we? A dock. Okay. And I would like to trading that. It says weapons, but I don't think we can. No. So I would like to import to maintain, let's say 400. And then we get the weapons smith. Sort of here. Lost access to religious facilities. If I was to destroy maybe one of these and we put a Seth temple in, I wonder if that would help. You know, 94 additional workers. Come on. You can do this. Doesn't have food. It's got to build up again. Yeah, we've got to build up again. Are you actually getting any... Still filling up over here, I guess. So you've got to get it stable, haven't you? There's like this whole stability thing. Oh, look. We will work through this backlog, though. It will happen. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. We also have Seth's complex. And Seth's going to be continuously unhappy until we get that sorted. So that could be another purpose for this village over here. But I just want to try and get all this stable first. As we're starting to do these weapons, we could build one of these. And I would say then... that's a good start. And I wouldn't need to worry about it for a bit. Other than maybe... Oh, look. I was thinking boats, right? So, Serabit Kadim, an Egyptian city, is under attack and needs your help. You should dispatch troops within 8 months. Oh, it's that kind of thing. Okay. How do we do that again? This one. Let's send them. The cobras have been sent. So off they go. Okay, so it's those sorts of deals. Okay, let's see if we can avoid making boats then.
Now those are some big drumsticks.
Still require 50 additional workers, and it's going to have... This is going to be a factor. And look at the water buggering off up there. So the thing is, that does become a bit of a problem. Putting these in. I think they cause a lot of problems. Mostly with recruiters. I think if recruiters could walk through them, you'd be fine. Have you forgotten Serabit, Kadim? Send troops within the next 6 months, or the consequences may be dire. What are you talking about? I sent the troops. Outrageous. Oh, and look, there was a naval tab there. We could shut that down. Because I don't actually need that. 3% unemployment. That's what I'm talking about, see? That's what I'm talking about. I like that. Oh, copper's in. Weaponsmith's working. I'm interested to see if they'll recruit. Deliver. Oh, we're doing well with the limestone business. Doing well with the limestone business. Now they've actually finally got somewhere to put the limestone they've mined. That's excellent. That's excellent. These are looking stable. These two over here. But food is just a little bit of an issue over here. But I think it will be okay. I think it will be. It's gone up 5% unemployment. My goodness. Because these will hopefully start going up, yeah. So we are mining 3,200 every year. Pretty consistently. Total expenses, though. So getting this other village up to mainly focus on mining that gold, and I think running the temple for Seth could be a real win, couldn't it? And then I think we would be in a good position to start buying the granite. Because if we can only buy 15 blocks a year, we really need to get going on that. Really need to get going on that. And we might be able to sort of just start lining up storage yards here for them. Mind you, if you need 100, we'd only need 2 storage yards. We would only need 2 storage yards. So if I put storage yard there and there. Granite. Granite. Acceptable. Right. And then trade in granite. So how much is it? Is it really expensive? Import 40. And we'd have to open up the trade route as well. Is it Abu? Oh, it's a land route. Let's do that. Land route. Okay. So we really don't have to worry about the docks there, do we? Good. So we would like to import to get 100. Maybe I shouldn't do it right now. I would like to start getting my 15 a year. I would. And a couple of really good beer cells. I'll recover it. Easy. The palace was robbed. 274. Unemployment's quite high. Right, what we could do is get a bunch of police stations about the place, couldn't we? Loads of police stations. War is so terribly unpredictable. Unfortunately, the Egyptian army was defeated. Under cover of night, surviving members of your disgraced company slink back to the fort, to the comfort of the city's forts, determined to never suffer humiliation in battle. Well, most of them came back. Didn't we send 15 or 16 of them. We have 2 men stationed here, so the weaponsmith thing is working. But I think... yeah, this is now fully staffed as well.
We'll fight to the death to defend our fair city.
Jeez, okay. Granite. 16 of them. Because the troops you sent to Serebik Kadim were not powerful enough to defeat the attackers, the mighty city of Serebik Kadim has fallen to our enemies. We could maybe make some more brewers. We could turn that back on. I'm thinking, you see, if we deal with the unemployment issue a bit, they might be less inclined to rob us. We could stop the recruiters going off up there. As the market continues to change, the price of copper has risen. Importing this good is now more costly. Wants 900 beer, so I can't sell my beer. Good. What are we at? 4%. I like that, but we need cold hard cash, and we had to give all of our beer away. What we might have to do is not trade in copper for a bit. So I think... don't trade the copper for a bit. Just stop it. Okay. Just stop that. We might also have to stop the granite. Don't trade that. Got 25 granite. We're going to need more than 2, aren't we? We could probably just get some here, though. It'll be fine. Why are we not getting any meat in here? How is that not happening? If I was to empty all that one, could we shift me over to there, please? Why are you not going anywhere? Why is this not working? Why is the meat not going across the water? It seems we can't get meat across the water. There you go. No. Where are you going with it? Are you going over to this one? We can't... yeah, so the meat doesn't seem to be crossing the ferries, despite the ferry landings being fully staffed. We can't get the meat across... That's a real problem, isn't it? They want 2,000 in 6 months, and I should be able to do that. Sold some beer. Got us back in credit. What we'll do... we'll do it the proper way. Let's come into here. Oh, I could have done it from the other screen. Right. Do not trade. And... do not trade. So we are selling beer when it's over 600. I am going to start selling it over 100. Stockpile if needed. I am going to hold a festival for Seth. It's been a long time. It seems there's always trouble, for a Nubian army is approaching and will reach your city in 24 months. Okay. Let's hope by land. I think what I'm going to do is something that probably won't work, but I'm getting a bit desperate. I'm going to put in the mines. Yeah, you're not having that. Because you did not send 2,000 day bins in time, it may not be able to complete its construction project. Oh, Dashur. If you send them anyway, Dashur may yet be able to finish his project and might keep quiet after your inaction. I can't send it. I have my own problems, Dashur. And anyway, we built it. We were there. It happened. Get in the mines. Get into mines. Why are you not going anywhere?
I'm not taking these supplies any further until someone's available to unload them.
Nobody is working the village palace. There's 13% unemployment and nobody's working the village palace. It's because of these. It's because of these. You can't function with those things because the recruiters won't go through them. Unbelievable. We've not been getting all of our gold. That explains some stuff. Honestly, these things are pits. No wonder we started hemorrhaging cash. Yeah, look. Last year. That's not how much we normally mine. So far this year, oh my goodness. Well, that explains a lot of stuff. Right, let's try and know we've got these mines going in a really janky way. Oh my goodness, right. Let's give them a precision. And I'm going to put in these two things. It's not so, isn't it? It's like everything was so stable, and then suddenly the wheels started coming off. So why? What occurred? Okay, all right, okay. I think we're going to survive, though. Now, we can grow chickpeas. I might just import food, though, because we're not going to get all what we need from this. It's just not going to happen. But we're coming out of it. We're coming out of the hole. Oh, my goodness. Right. Well, I would like to get the copper coming in again ASAP. So we're going to import to maintain the 400 again. We won't do the granite just yet, but we need the army. We do. I'm wondering if we need boats. I don't know if boats are actually a thing in this particular one. So if we built this, we would also need to build the shipwright and import wood and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Like these could go out of the way, I think. Because the ships just sort of sit at them. They don't need workers or anything. But we would need the shipwright. And then this would need wood to operate. So if we did that, turn that worker camp off. If we did that, we could then import wood to here. Because you don't need much, I don't think. So then we could see about trading in wood. Yeah, and then we could import to maintain 200. It's quite expensive wood. It is quite expensive. And then up here out the way, we could do a warship. We could do the warship. Oh, it needs a path, does it? Oh, it does need people working there. Oh, my goodness. Take that away. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's stockpile the beer. Stockpile the beer. So the... If I slung that there, I'm just a little bit concerned. Yeah, they're going to be here in 1 year. What if they have boats and I have none? You know, if I could at least get one, that might be good.